now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
What's going on, everybody? And thank you for joining me here once again in the brand newly remodeled theater for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here, as always, on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking you for coming back and joining me here in the theater. Now, for today's film, we're going to take a look at a Netflix original movie that was released on November 12th of this year. Netflix has become notorious for these Christmas movies over the last 5, maybe 10 years, with a new Christmas movie released virtually every week between November 1st and Christmas Day. Now, today's film is entitled A Merry Little Xmas. EX as in an ex-lover, Mass. And it stars Alicia Silverstone, Oliver Hudson, Jamila Jamil, Pearson Faudet, Melissa Joan Hart, Wilder Hudson, Emily Hall, and Timothy Inez. Now, a divorce during the biggest holiday season can be such a bummer, but not for Kate and Everett, played by Alicia Silverstone and Oliver Hudson, respectively. These two have decided to make their conscious uncoupling as amicable as humanly possible as our movie comes to its beginning. You see, Kate and Everett met in Boston during their early 20s when they were both filled with dreams of changing the world. Everett wanted to be a doctor in his small town of Winterlight, Vermont, while Kate was an aspiring architect planning to make a difference in the world. However, what is love if not a life changer? 25 years later, Kate finds herself living in the small whimsical town of Winterlight, Vermont, with two kids, Sienna and Gabriel, played by Emily Hall and Wilder Hudson, respectively. There, Kate works as a handywoman and a strong advocate for green energy. Meanwhile, Everett is the established small-town doctor that he's always dreamed to be. Now, for Kate, there is some resentment because she feels like she got the short end of the stick. And it doesn't help that over the years, as happens with a lot of couples, they've grown apart. Everett has dedicated more and more of his time to his practice, while Kate focused on making a home for the family. However, as the divorce looms, Kate is prepared to begin a fresh chapter in the big city once Gabriel moves out and starts college. She wants to wait until after Christmas to break the news to her family. At least that's the plan. Now, Everett meets a gorgeous, young, career-driven woman named Tess, played by Jamila Jamil, after she has a minor ankle injury while passing through the town. They slowly start to see each other, and Tess is excited to meet Everett's family. And she comes off as a bit tense and even awkward, but her heart is in the right place. Meanwhile, Kate randomly runs into Chet, played by Pearson Fiode, when she goes Christmas tree shopping, as he's dressed as Santa. Chet is not only easy on the ice, but he's a good listener and fun, and calls himself a man of many hats. And with Tess winning the kids over with gifts and fun activities, Kate decides to bring Chet along in order to show that she can be fun too. Now, initially it is hard for Kate to see Everett with someone new. Tess is just a reminder of everything she wanted to be. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Chet is a lovable guy that one can't help but like. As the new couple navigates this new phase of their relationship, Kate worries that it might affect their kids. Fortunately, her kids are busy trying to find their own place in the world. Her daughter is dating a goofy, good-hearted man obsessed with Harry Potter named Nigel, played by Timothy Hines, and her son is focusing on trying to convince Kate why he should be a firefighter. As Christmas draws close and the family begins to spend more and more time together, it becomes clear that these two exes are still hot for each other. Tess decides to take herself out of the equation when she realizes that Everett's eyes still light up every time Kate walks into the room. And of course, Chet also sees that Kate's heart is still with her ex-husband. On Christmas night, Gabriel makes his mom realize that she has achieved her dreams by helping the people in town one by one. In her own way, Kate has touched so many people's lives. Kate decides to allow her son to be a firefighter and stop being so skeptical of Nigel. Later that evening, Everett admits that he still loves Kate and is considering moving to the city with her, if that's what it'll take to make their relationship work. Kate ultimately decides that she is not going to move to Boston, and she opts to stay in Winterlight. In the end, she opens up her own sustainability company and helps the town transition to green energy. As for the divorce, the two decide to give the relationship a new chance. 1 year later, the sparks are still there, and they are doing great, and the movie comes to its close. Now, the whole reason I chose to watch this one is honestly just because it was a brand new, free Christmas movie to watch. I honestly didn't even realize that it was Alicia Silverstone in the image promoting the movie because it's been so long since I've seen her do anything. In fact, there's a whole scene in the movie where Kate thinks that she's found Tess's social media page, which, of course, it's for the wrong person. It's somebody else that has the same name as Tess. And she initially thinks that Everett has downgraded from her instead of clooneying and, finding a young woman better looking. And the conversation goes back and forth until we get to the point where Kate is just tired of hearing the name Clooney. And if I had to wager money, I'm pretty sure this is a tongue-in-cheek Batman and Robin joke, which of course starred George Clooney as Batman and Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. This movie was decent enough. Not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but definitely not the worst. For a Netflix original film, I'd say it's pretty standard fare. When it comes to my rating, I give this 3 out of 5 snowflakes. But tell me now, what do you guys think? Have you guys seen A Merry Little Xmas, the brand new Netflix original film? What did you think of it? Leave your thoughts and comments below. As always, we can have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always longing for and yearning for in order to engage better with you, my loyal viewers. Make sure you like the video, give it that thumbs up, as thumbs ups and comments really help to boost my videos in the algorithm. That way YouTube will recommend these to other people who like movies and movie reviews. And until next time, when we return to the theater for another brand new episode of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel, I, of course, am the Renegade J.J. Williams, thanking y'all for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.